Try and help us, guys. Oh.
Yeah. That was a bop.
Hi.
We're back.
We're back. I'm so sorry. My internet just dropped for no reason. All right. Well, let's go
Your
ahead and
internet
continue on. Battle.
Lost concentration.
Well, look, Salia, did she pass the check?
What was the? I didn't hear the result of the check.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what
Wisdom.
stat I was rolling.
Wisdom.
Okay. 16 unnatural.
16.
Dirty.
So you're able to see kind of the general area around you. The only defensible position that you could see is potentially on the opposite side of this statue. You're unable to see much past your line of sight.
Okay.
I just think King Farron doesn't know
Although the
he's
one thing
in
that
the
you
presence.
potentially could notice is, with its attention focused on Zill, perhaps being underneath would shelter you more from its attacks. Perhaps.
Cool.
I like it.
I'm slightly under him, I think.
Yeah,
5 feet
you're like
he
the
is
5
too.
feet below. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess second support action, I'll hit Zill with some Forest Spirit. It actually doesn't say if it's ranged or not. I just kind of assume it is, I guess.
What does that do?
I think it has a radius attached to it. But
Cool
maybe
stuff.
not.
It just says as a support action, the player can call upon a Forest Spirit to aid them during battle. So is that like, does it?
Oh, it's only for you.
Oh!
Yune Spirit, I like him.
JK. Okay.
Kitsune?
Good to know.
Since he was taken away, that's how he comes back to life.
Yeah.
For a spirit form.
In that case, that's it. Oh wait, can I try to see and assess this shark for weaknesses / other things that might be lodged in its teeth?
Make a wisdom skill check.
I'll use my other support action.
Other appendages to rip out of its body.
Yeah.
It's got a couple fins.
Nice. 16 unnatural.
16 unnatural.
Yeah.
You do see the shard in its teeth.
Wow. I will yell out with my free action, right? He's got one of them shard pieces in his teeth right there!
So
King
King Fair,
500.
Yuki, and Zill can hear this. Thordain and Belbin cannot. But Belbin are.
Well, they already know it's there.
Thorny.
Yeah,
Well,
Thorny
at least
doesn't.
Cool.
Where
That's it.
am I in relation to the shard?
On the right side of his jaw. I'm saying
You're
that's where-
in the general vicinity. Basically, if
Okay.
you're within one of these three, you're good to go.
Also, why is there like offset hexes over our hexes?
Oh, it's
That's
it's
our
the view.
vision.
Yeah, vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the red is basically where you can see. It just wasn't super properly lined
Gotcha. Cool.
up. Sweet.
That's it.
With that being the case, we're gonna go ahead and jump down to Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki is 5 feet under, so she's gonna get in on this appendage action down here and go 5, 10, 15. I don't know how close under. Is it like on his chin or something underneath?
You
He's
would
just
have-
inside of him.
You would, yeah, you could probably reach it from where you're at. Basically, you just have to be like within like the circle in order to whack it under.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. She's positioning herself, and just we're making the freaking triangle of death right here.
Use triangle attack.
And engaging, I guess, engaging the shark as well.
I
So
love Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
King Farron, he says, well, "This is how it's gonna be," and he is going to, we'll try to flank him from every direction. Let me see
he
what I
hear
can
me?
do, and he can. 5, 10,
it's not very kingly to run.
25, 30.
Oh, this guy.
He
got
can't
so
reach.
much
He
movement.
can't reach the wound, but he's taking out. Actually, first, He's going to use his reflex support action to throw his daggers.
Also, shouldn't we be like waiting to hit the thing? Did we wait to hit the thing? Has anyone hit the thing yet?
You did.
Not yet.
No, we've just because we haven't had
Oh,
the chance
right.
to really attack yet.
Yanked it. We yanked it.
I see. No one's made an attack yet. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Ferret is just going to throw one of his daggers into it.
Sweet.
With a total of a 7, he's not going to hit. And so he's going to just go in.
Come on.
So
Come on.
He pulls out his katana and is ready for
So throwing weapons is reflex support action, not a ranged attack.
Yes.
it's technically like a ranged attack, but it's a reflex support action to do it.
So
Doesn't
I
use an
could
attack
throw an
action.
axe and swing with my big axe in the same turn.
Yep. Because the way that
Okay.
the like weapon changing works is if you have a weapon equipped, in order to like switch your weapon that you're holding, that's a support action. However, if you throw, you don't have anything in your hand, so basically just no action. It's like a non-action to grab another weapon that's on your person.
So if I have my big axe, I could just keep holding it and throw with the other hand.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Great. Okay. Sorry, there's so
but
many
that
little
brings-
things to keep straight.
That brings us into combat, starting with Zil.
Okay.
Bill.
Here's what Zil gonna do. He's gonna take his axe and he's gonna swing.
Okay.
But where he's aiming is for the gum right above where the mirror is setting.
Ow.
So he's more interested in knocking that shard out than
Zill's
doing
become a
damage.
dentist.
Does that make sense?
I am going to have you make an in the way check to do that.
Okay,
On a 5,
that's fine.
Basically on a 5+, you'll be able to make that a precise hit on it.
That's a D8, right?
D8, and then a 5+.
Shout out to Dane for the fancy dice.
Hopefully they bring you luck. So far, they're pretty good.
1.
1.
It's okay. You can still make your attack as well.
I'll still just attack then. That's a 3. Well, it's a 9, but
Again.
There's the Zill we love and know.
Hey, you're
that
doing your
ain't doing
job.
anything.
You're keeping its attention.
that's all I'm trying to do.
It is Thordane's turn at the current moment.
Yeah. Well, Thordane has the Spear of a Shalinthil that he's not proficient with at all. And so he's gonna be like, I don't know what to do with this. He'll drop it. he'll take out his Saratang and stab up into it. His steel Saratang.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Perfect. No,
he can't
that's
do
fine,
it. He
that's fine.
can't even hit. He's not proficient with the thing. So Saratang.
It is
okay.
a +1 to hit, so he would get a +1 if he wanted to whack at it.
It's
but-
all good. That is a 10 plus 5, 15 to hit
is
the
he
wound.
aiming at the wound first?
Yeah, he's wound slapping it.
All right. First, I'm gonna have you make your in the way D8. But you can keep that 15.
That was a 1.
You whack. Basically, Thordain whacks up into the body, unable with its movement to strike the wound. Boom, the sword tinks
Meaning
off
it
the side of
tinks.
the-
Does the wound have less AC? Or not AC, but
We have no
DV?
way of knowing, but I think I kind of just went over. So
I see.
yes, he's
Well,
got an
Thordain took a
extra
try.
layer of protection, but
Yeah.
all right. Well, it's gonna be Vengros's turn, and so he.
Sorry, if you miss an attack, how much experience does your weapon get?
just one,
If you miss
just
it,
one,
just one, just one.
flat. Mhm.
Okay.
And with so I guess his attacks are going to be aimed at Zil. So he is actually going to utilize his Devour special rule.
Oh, shoot.
Sweet. It's okay, we'll save you, Zil.
Zil, make a Fortitude survival check for me.
Ooh,
Oh, you're good at
I'm
that.
good at this.
Famous last words.
14.
14. As he bites into you, you are beginning to be swallowed whole. You take
Freaking excuse
Good riddance. I like. I'm sorry.
Oh, does that move him?
9 points, or 9. 19
not bad.
points of darkness.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I just got eaten and I took 9 points of damage.
But maybe you
Darkness
can
damage
grab
as
the
begins-
shard
as
now.
You get bit, and you're in his mouth, beginning to become devoured. It has now become a dark abyss around you. And then he is also going to make his tail slam attack against everybody below. You're gonna have Belbin, Yuki, and Thordain. The 3 of you are going to have advantage or hope on this agility survival check.
This is literally what I asked for.
And then King.
Was this agility?
Agility, yeah. King Farron's gonna make
Okay.
19.
Thordain got a 24, and Yuki got a 16. Dirty 16.
Alright, so all of you, the 3 of you succeed. King Farron got a nat 1.
Oh.
Is for a total of a 6. But he is going to. He gets hit for full damage, and he actually begins starting to fall prone as he begins falling sideways. However, everybody, including King
Wait,
Farron,
who was knocked prone?
King
King
Farron.
Farron.
Everybody is going to receive 4 points. The 3 of you are going to receive 4 points
Yeah.
of impact damage, and King Farron is going to receive 8 points of impact damage.
And Big Boy takes 6 frost damage. For doing that.
You did more damage to him.
I know they did to me.
Some good statistics there. I'll take it.
Oh my goodness.
King Farron's still looking very good. Basically, he just got hit, and
He's
he's
healthy.
just kind of become disoriented.
He's a
as-
king.
Yeah, he's
Fey
doing-
Weaver, was there no roll to hit us? Were we
It's
just
a
all
skill.
automatically?
basically,
Oh.
it's like it's
I
kind of like
see.
a spell save kind of.
Okay.
for
Okay.
that, so. But how much did Vengroth receive? 8.
6 frost.
And with that, he more blood and stuff is coming out. But we're gonna go ahead and jump to Bill.
Get him,
Yeah.
Belbin.
So
Pick him up in his mouth, please.
it's time for Belvin to beat some shark meat. So
Whoa.
That was Thordain. That was...
No, Thordain failed to do it.
Yeah. that's it.
Oh my goodness.
So-
What the
so he'll just start attacking.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are you attacking the wound?
Yeah. Try and go for the wound.
In the way. Check first. So
Oh
D8.
yeah, that's right. Dang
D8,
that.
5 plus your hit.
You got
it.
So I rolled a 7 on the first one.
Oh, yo.
7. You go ahead and make
Yeah.
your attacks at the wound.
Alrighty. Dang it, I had such good rolls before this. Oh no, these aren't as good. Okay. Does an 11 hit?
An 11's not gonna hit.
Okay. Do I need to do another roll in the way for
In
the second
way
one?
For the second one.
Okay.
Oh
Belvin.
gosh.
Get him, Belbin.
It's a 4, so I'll just
Just go ahead and
hit
make
him
your attack.
normally, I guess.
You can do it.
I'm gonna
Squirming.
miss. Yeah, I'm gonna miss again.
Okay.
It's 12.
What's your modifier to hit?
5.
Okay.
That's good.
How do
Yeah.
I have a better
Oh
modifier?
wait, King Farron had the shield, my protector of light.
That's right. He
Yeah.
did.
He still failed the check. so
Vengroth
he's
got a
flopped.
nat 1 on his 4. It's gonna be less, so he's gonna be blinded. What's the big difference?
I didn't roll as well.
No, he's not blinded because it's the Defender of Light. Sorry, it's not the Pillar of Light. He's not
Correct.
blinded.
Correct.
I was like,
Sorry.
you have
Darn
to
it,
redo all
Yes,
of that.
different thing. Okay. Plus element, so 7 light damage. Not as good a roll, but
Not as good. Yeah, so King Farron's still sitting pretty at full HP. And he's not prone, so that's all right.
Sorry, I tried to keep track of that.
Yeah, Yuki
wait.
seeing Belbin, she's gonna be like, Belbin, this is how it's done. Just pay attention and watch.
Make a D.
And
Roll a d8.
That is a 6.
A 6 is going to, you can attack the wound.
Oh yeah. So she has been waiting to do this for turns and battles and eons, it seems. She's gonna look at her Void and Purple broadsword and she's gonna be like, give a smirk, Drake Cleaver, and stab up into it. And so it's got to make a what's it called? A fortify or a fortitude survival check.
All right, that is going to be 23.
Yeah, it freaking passes. So it's half damage, but it doesn't get, it misses an attack action, or wait, its attack action is lost for a round of combat, so it loses an attack action. So
What?
pretty, it's freaking
That's
Well,
awesome.
You better
It's
hope he
freaking-
has a very
Yeah.
a higher roll than you for initiative next time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Also,
Okay, I guess I'll
Thordain
just roll this.
had his shield. We can deal with that later.
You got a 10, so he gets hit advantage.
Nice. 14 life.
So that's 32 darkness damage. Halved. So 16. Into the wound.
Yeah, all basically like this. I just picture like an aerial view of this. There's just like explosions, boom, boom, boom. And shields are getting exploded, all that kind of stuff. But Yuki, as you stab up at it, you begin boom, 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 carving up this basically this fleshy bit. Its DC has been reduced permanently by 2. Or DV.
Yo,
As you
let's
begin
go.
carving it out, and as you feel Zil as you're being tossed back and forth inside this mouth, and you hear this guttural just like growling, like super heavy in your ears as you begin tumbling downwards.
Okay. Well, with her second attack action, she's gonna just hit it with a normal stab up again towards it. So D8. That's a 6. So for the wound. Oh, gotta roll to hit. So that's a 16 to hit.
16 will just hit.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, that's D16. Where's my D10? So it's 9 plus 9, so that's 18 cutting into the wound.
Okay.
And then she's using her dual wielding feat to hit with her broadsword towards the wound. So 13 plus 8, 21. Oh, I got it. I rolled the in the way. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. That's a 1 for the in the way. So I'll re-roll that.
Go ahead and roll against the body to hit.
It's a 10 plus
Bottom
8.
maths.
18.
18 will hit.
6 plus 8, 14 cutting for that second hit. Not against the body, not the wound.
Yeah, you slash in again. You pierce it with your offhand weapon, and it begins bleeding. And it begins to kind of like wiggle around violently as you do so. His DV has been reduced by another 1, and he and then you go and in his violent struggle, you slash up and you're able to smack his body. At this point, though, Vengrath seems to be all stirred up into a frenzy. From this point on, he gets 3 attacks per turn.
Well,
Oh, dear.
2 attacks. 2
Yes,
attacks.
sir, 2
Unless,
attacks. That's true.
yes.
if he rolls super high on this initiative, if you roll lower.
Yeah.
And with that, we are going to jump down to Luxalia, which can't do anything. And King Farron, fortunately, he's not floating prone.
Look pretty.
He's going to make his King Farron's going to make his attack. So with his
Also-
Arcana- yes,
Thordain didn't take damage.
Yes, so go ahead and
Oh,
heal
okay.
him up for that. King Farron's first attack is not going to hit. His second attack just
Even though he's only got a
hits.
15 DV? What?
Rolled a nat 3. The second attack just hits. And so he's going to go ahead and roll his damage. 7 points of cutting damage. Alright. Go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, no, positioning rolls. Everybody. Zill, you don't get a positioning roll.
Great.
You're inside
Lame.
of this belly. So, King Farron, Belbin, Yuki, and Gordon. Go ahead and make your positioning rolls. So, physical skill checks, essentially.
Push him up.
That's an 18 for Yuki and a 5 for Thordain.
Belving also got an 18.
And Vengrath got a 19.
Ho ho!
So all of you are
Shaking
actually
everyone.
pushed 10 feet down to the bottom.
Nice.
We're going down, down, down.
Going
And
the fire.
You're still being eaten there. All right, go ahead and roll initiative.
Question: Are they just directly down, or did they get pushed to the side?
Directly down. You just have to remember.
Okay.
Great. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's all good, Zell. You're fine. Just chill for a little while. Drink some
fine?
drink some Gatorade. You can still attack him from the inside, I'm sure. Like this.
You'll get waterboarded.
Zill.
Yeah, like I said, just go Drax on him.
I got a nat 1 for a total of 4.
Nice.
All right. Thordain.
21. Yeah. 14 plus 7.
Belbin.
Got a 2 for a 10.
Nice.
That's a pretty good deal.
It's the second time I've rolled a 2, so
Yuki.
Yeah. 7.
And what's all you got?
7 as well.
I got a agility. I got a low agility. It's a 6. Just a
Oh,
base
my
6.
agility is total 9, but sub 4.
Okay, so Luke's all
Well,
you.
you're better than me. You're
King
faster.
Farron
It's
got a
quicker.
19.
Ooh.
King Farron.
Thordain.
Thordain, seeing the wound, he's like, oh, this is actually, I'm a little better at doing this. And he's going to take his bow and he's going to attempt to wounding shot the wound.
Okay.
So he'll try to make hit into the wound. So do I roll the in the way check
In the way
first?
check, yep.
It's a 6.
Okay.
All these 6s on this D8s. And then it's at disadvantage, right?
Yes, we have disadvantage for the hit.
So that is an 8 plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 to hit
We'll just-
the wound. Oh, let's go, Thordain. That's a D12.
He aims up in precise fashion, just
Which one's the D12?
right into the
Oh, yeah, I
the
got
gushing wound.
I'll do you one better.
So that's
Let's
8
go.
plus 5. 13 cutting. Bam. Into the wound.
With
And you
that,
wounded the wound.
He wounded. And what's
What does
the
wounding
additional effect of that? Till the bottom. Of
The
turn?
wounding?
Yeah.
It's -1 for the DV.
All right. Well, he loses initially from the wound getting hit 1 DV. So
He's
it's
hittable
2
now,
total.
guys. 13 is his
2 total
DV.
Sweet.
All right. Party. Moving down to King Farron. King Farron, seeing that you all are gathering around the campfire, or at least trying to, he is going to. He's pushing 10 feet out. He's going to drop down 5 feet, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going in here and aiming at the wound. He's
Get him,
initiate
Farron.
combat. No, that's what he's going to do. Oh, he's going to throw a throwing dagger first.
That's what I like to see.
He still misses. You got a nat 2.
Wow.
So it is
Wow.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's aiming for the wound, so I guess I can redo that for an in-the-way check. He hits the body, not the... Alright, let's see if this is different. Nope, he got another nat 2. So,
Sweet.
Didn't
meant to
matter. He throws. But he's going to take out his katana and initiate combat there. Alright. He's done that. Vengrath's turn now. Yeah,
I'm scared.
well,
I'm
he's already
scared.
been initiated in combat. He's not going to fight that. Zil, I'm going to have you make a physical skill check for me.
Tell me it's good.
13.
You got a natural 1. As he begins to swallow you, you're able to embed your axe into the top of his mouth to keep from being swallowed further. It doesn't seem to do as much as you would potentially hope, but you this turn are not going to be swallowed. You are still
Yay!
in his mouth.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what Vengrath is going to do. Belbin,
Hit his
He's just gonna
tonsils.
initiate combat.
all right, against the
Yeah, and actually, before I do that, I want to make a. I don't know if it would be folks or what kind of check it would be, but with all this commotion, Bill wants to like look down. I guess I'm already on the ground. Are there people like around watching this, or creatures around watching this, or anything, or is it just like a ghost town?
make a from what you can generally see here. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
Okay, that'll be a dirty 16.
Dirty 16. You don't see any creatures, but you think that potentially you can see shadows moving, but you have no idea if it's just, again, the commotion and the soot being basically rolled up and around, but as of now, nothing has engaged in the combat.
Okay, then I'll just engage in combat with the.
So swim 10 feet up.
Yep.
Yuki.
It looks Ali's first. She's faster than I am. She's got
Solid.
higher speed.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so positioning wise, Thordain's on the bottom still.
Thordain's on the bottom. He made his shot, and so he
Okay.
just stayed down there.
Yuki's on the bottom still.
Yuki's on the bottom
Yeah.
still, and then Belbin and King Farron are down below.
10 feet up from the bottom.
10 feet up. Yep.
Okay. My question is, if I target Belbin with mana mending, Farron gets healed, but he doesn't need it. Zil gets healed? Is he within 10
Zil-
feet?
I guess technically he would. He is within 10 feet, so yes.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because I assume I can't target Zil since
Yeah.
he's...
Yeah, you can't see him.
Yeah.
So,
But I wouldn't get Thordain or Yuki.
correct.
It's all good. I'm doing
I mean,
okay.
Thordain's fine.
King Farron's got full hit points, so.
Yeah.
Thordain's full too.
Okay.
By the way, what's the stipulation for given mana, or not mana, given stamina at the beginning of each turn?
You have to be next to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not near anyone.
Her.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
The heck?
I'm sorry.
Luxaria?
So first, I'm gonna swim the remaining feet down, so I'll be on the bottom too.
Okay.
And I'll go like 5 feet further that way.
All right, perfect.
So now I'm at the
else?
bottom, a little further that way. I'm gonna target Belbin. I should be in range.
Yeah.
For the healing on him. So that's gonna be. We're level 7, so 8 plus piety. So 10 points of healing to him and Zil.
10 points.
10
Yeah.
points.
Nice.
And
Thank
then,
you.
how is you're both still bruised?
I'm at
Yeah,
133 out of
they're doing
148.
Oh wow.
Zill.
And
I'm
Yeah, are they
fine.
looking fine? Or how is Belbin? Is he still looking
I'm-
hurt?
I've got 76 out of 89.
We're good. Support
everybody's
army.
good.
I don't
Yeah.
mean to like ask exactly what it is because I know that's kind of not supposed to like be the mechanic, but you're bruised. So anyway, cool. And then I will also look around to see if we're about to be ambushed by other people.
Make a wisdom skill check.
Woo! Oh. Nice. 15.
In similar fashion, you do not see anything at all.
Great. Love it. And then I will try to hit it with a what? Can I try to target with the arts
Yeah,
or no?
absolutely.
We decided. Okay. Like
Yeah.
its thing.
Yeah, you
its
just have to do
wound,
it in the way check, and if you
Yeah.
get lower, it will be
just normal.
just
Okay.
FYI, from this turn onward, an attack at it is going to be hitting on a 7+ in the way against
Okay.
the wound. It's flailing and thrashing a lot more.
Yeah.
So
It was a 4, so it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna use Wild Mana Surge. So it rolls a, I think Fortitude survival check, and it's DC 10.
17.
Okay, so he passes, so he'll take half damage. First, I gotta determine what kind of damage it'll be. It is frost damage,
Okay.
We're good.
and it is gonna be sorry, at level 6, 4d6.
Oh, very good.
I'm rolling like so average, which I guess is fine.
That's good. Average
3,
is not
6,
bad.
5, 11 halved to 5, so 5 frost damage.
All right. And so you unleash this frost, basically tendrils from your hands as you begin just like encompassing its body. And you can tell like the water around it, kind of coupled with Yuki's frost shenanigans, begins kind of as it begins to kind of freeze for a moment, and then it breaks out of it, and you can see basically these shards of ice begin to melt into the water around it.
Nice.
Yuki's proud, seeing the sight.
You're
yes,
welcome.
pretty
I learned
darn
from the
cool.
best.
Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki's gonna kick off the bottom and start going towards the wound.
Is she
That's
in
what she's
combat?
gonna do. Yeah, she's gonna notice and see if she can decipher with her support action if it's like really hurting or whatever, if she can. Try
Make
to.
make a wisdom skill check.
The dirty 16.
Dirty 16.
15 plus 3.
He looks hurt. Definitely way more hurt than you had started off, but he's thrashing wildly. He seems to have a vigor and an energy that shows that he is not near death.
Okay, but he's hurt.
He's hurt.
He's not doing good. Okay. All right. Yuki, yeah, she'll do that. She'll hang up like in that general vicinity, just waiting for her shot.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And with that, we have Zill. So Zill, you have a couple options here.
Oh dear.
You can use your support action in order to try to break free from the mouth, and you could do a physical skill check in order to physically pry it open. You can attempt to make initiate like a combat inside of him and make attacks at him that way. But if you do that and you don't escape, you're also in danger of also being swallowed too. Or you can try to be creative and ask me if you want to do something, and I can say yes or no.
Okay. Does he got a little, what is it, the uvula?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got a uvula.
Get a punching bag it.
Are you gonna Thordain? Ah! Oh,
No!
the
Yank it.
No, I think I'm gonna shoot some demon feathers at it.
Oh!
Okay. Now, what kind of survival check is that?
It is a DC 13 Fortitude.
Alright, that is going to be a total of 14.
So he passes, but he's still gonna take half damage.
Okay.
So
What are you
I'm
cutting?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 3 feathers.
Okay.
So do I roll it once for like once in triplet, or roll it 3 times?
3 times
Okay.
for each feather.
I'm rolling 6d12.
What?
It's each feather is 2d12.
What
plus-
the heck?
That
Yeah,
might
this
be a
game
little
is
strong, but that's okay. I
This
like this
demon
what I
cake.
wrote. It's what
What
I
is-
gave you. So.
So I think let me find all my d12.
Oh
They're all
my-
mixed
it's
in.
like getting porcupined in the mouth.
Hopefully it'll open its mouth.
The
Is the
fleshy
goal. The point of this is to open its mouth. Okay, so oh dear.
There's just an explosion and the feathers break out of his head.
Oh,
60
Pierces
cutting damage.
oh my!
I rolled real good.
Yeah,
But-
Bill, as you unleash
So-
your feathers, your axe is still embedded in the top of it, and your wing sprawls out, and then as it starts to target this uvula. Yes. What did you want to say?
That is before I didn't have it, so
Have what?
for passing the check it'd be halved, so it'd only be 30.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it begins slicing up this uvula, and like you can see, like just barely the mouth opens a little bit. You could attempt to try to swim your way out.
Can I see outside of the mouth?
Just barely. You might.
How
be
far
able to
can I
squeeze.
see?
Well, you can see essentially, I guess you would see basically as far as Luxalia, a little bit off. She sunk how long? She's at the bottom, so no, you wouldn't be able to see her, but like 15 feet out this way.
I am teleporting out of here.
Yeah, and immediately these feathers, and then you just are able to actually kind of
God.
vanish
I'm out
this
of here.
this feathery mass, and they
broken.
just basically leap out. Zill, I'm going to have you make a faith survival check for me.
Oh yeah.
A faith survival check. Is this a fate check, or is this
Yep.
no? It's a fate check.
Yep.
So I get emboldened from my chivalrous resilience.
Yep.
Huzzah! Emboldened's a +2. I don't need to roll 2 dice. What am I doing?
Bro,
Plus
this
2 to
is
the
a
roll.
freaking sick item to have with that skill.
This is the first time he's used the teleport too.
No, I used it against against Amius. 15.
15. You begin and you feel like these feathers kind of surround you. Just and then immediately as you get engulfed in this kind of like this feather, the next thing that you know as you open your eyes, you are just outside of Vengrath's mouth and you can see him right in front of you, and you also see the same shard in his mouth. But you are outside and everybody is surrounding you for some reason. We can continue onwards. That was freaking sick, FYI.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's freaking sweet. That brings us.
It wasn't even about doing damage. I'm like, I just need to get out of here.
So can you only use that if you use the feather skill?
No, so the feathers is an art that I can use as a range attack, but it has four charges.
Yeah.
Four.
Use
It's
3.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
trait I can use once a day.
Nice.
So
I
I
like
I
it.
can't use it again.
Well, that was a
Um,
freaking good trait.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't care if you nerf the damage. I love the teleport more.
Yeah, teleport is sick. But yeah, that brings us back into the priority initiative for the attack round. Since
Do
Already
I
can't do anything.
update my misery or anything for?
Nope.
Okay, good to know.
Thordane, it is his turn, which he already made his attacks and everything.
He's
so done
admiring.
that. King Farron, he'll make his 2 katana attacks at the wound. So he's going to roll his first D8, which it's a 6, so he's rolling against the body, which is still fine. He gets a natural 1 on his roll, so that's not going to hit. Second attack, he's going to roll against the wound, and he gets an 8, so he's going to hit the fleshy bits.
Let's do it.
And that is going to be a 18 definitely hits. And that's going to be a total of 6 points of cutting damage against Graf, and his DV is further reduced by 1.
Oh.
All right, that brings us to Vengraf. So, fortunately, he only has the 2 attacks this turn. But first and foremost, he's going to do his basically tail slash attack at everyone that's in contact here. So, King Farron, Belbin, and Yuki, since you're all within range of that. So agility, survival checks for me.
14 plus 3, 17.
All right.
22.
22. And then for King Farron, he got a natural 1. So
Of course he did.
Of course he is rolling feast or famine today. So many natural ones, it's not even funny. But all of you are going to take, with the exception of King Farron.
Did that include Thordane?
No, did not include
It's not that.
Oh, okay.
Thordane's chilling.
22 halved, so 11 points of damage.
Oh! Holy!
So King Farron got the full 22.
My goodness.
How's the king doing?
He's fine.
Okay.
He's looking pretty good. He gets hit. He is prone, but that doesn't matter because he already made his attacks. So he is prone, meaning any attack against him is going to be at advantage, meaning you guys are underneath him. And so he's going to further just do a slam attack against... Who's he going to make a slam?
I dare ya.
I'm assigning you all a number. He's making it against Yuki.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
This is going to
You were taunting him.
Oh, wait. He took ice damage before, too.
All right,
So
roll that.
actually, this kind of works out.
Roll
This
that.
kind of works out. That's 5 ice damage from that one attack. The first attack.
Second attack is
Yeah.
a 16 going to hit.
That's going to hit.
All right.
But he takes 3 ice damage.
3 ice.
Or sorry, frost.
And as he does, he crunches down on you with his tail, and you receive 14 points of impact damage. He just slams you, basically, not down into the ground. You keep your composure, but you take the full force of this Vengraf slap to the face.
Oof. Ouch.
And with that, that's going to bring us down to... Fortunately, he only got the 2 attacks, so Belbin, your turn.
Alrighty. Let me roll a in the way check to see if I can hit the fleshy bits, as we are calling them. Number 1 will not hit.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Rolled a 1.
against him.
Oh, yeah.
He's currently at a... I think you guys are calculating with the wounding shot
12.
at a 12. Yeah, 12.
Okay, well, I rolled an 8, so that won't. First attack is miss. Second one, an 11. I am just missing it by that much.
This is not normal for Belbin.
It's been a rough day. I just started this battle and I can't finish it. Sorry, guys.
All right. Well, that brings us to Luxalia, who she no longer has it. All right, Yuki.
She's eating a sandwich. Yeah, Yuki is going to use her freaking Worm Slayer art again, or whatever it's called, Drake Cleaver.
All right.
So make a Fortitude survival. Well, first I got hit in the way. That is a 6.
It will not. So you're just making it against
Okay.
the body. So what kind of save?
It's a Fortitude survival
It's gonna
check.
be 17.
Yeah, that passes. Okay. So half damage, but it's a lot of damage. Let's have me roll it all. Two, 32 plus 1, 33. Dark damage. Halved. So 33 halved, whatever that is, 16 rounded down. And his DV, or his attack action, goes down by another the next turn.
Yes. And with that, that depends also on the priority next turn as well.
True. Yes. Yes.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and jump down
Well,
to Zil.
Well,
you got
he
more
still's got
attacks.
an attack,
Yeah,
so she's gonna
4.
use our Void and Vorpal Broadsword to just slap up at the wound. So in the way check, it's a 5, so just at the body. 14 plus 8.
That'll hit.
That hits.
That'll hit.
7 plus 9. 16 cutting for that first one. And then she's going to dual wield and go to finish with her Void and Vorpal Broadsword. Or her normal broadsword. That's a nat 16, so that's max damage. Which is
Make sure
18.
make sure you guys are counting
Yep.
down your stamina, because I can see
Yep.
your stamina.
Yep.
14
So that
was max?
is...
Was max?
Huh?
What's your max damage? For that?
It's 18 for that sword. 18 cutting.
All right, yeah, you start just unleashing fury upon the creature, upon Vengrath, and at this point, you have riled him up even more. He begins thrashing. All of your physical skill or your physical skill checks for positioning are going to be at despair now.
Nice.
He's starting to bleed very heavily. He's not looking good. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and ask Yuki, because you have your dance. We haven't been doing this. Make your focus skill check for me.
I don't know if this... I think it just says it
Persists. I'm pretty sure it's a focus skill art.
for 6 turns. Oh yeah, it is focused. You're right. Sorry.
Hold on. First, we're gonna do positioning. So King Farrand automatically fails his because he's prone, and then Belbin and Yuki go ahead and make your physical skill checks for positioning.
8 plus 6. What was that? 14? 14.
Nat
Yuki.
1 for an 8.
It's a 10 that he got, and so he essentially gets pushed probably upwards since you're below him. So he's 10 feet up above the Soot Lair. With that being the case, I'm going to have you make your focus skill check for me, Yuki.
That is a dirty 16.
Dirty 16. You keep
Yeah.
your dance up and
Sweet.
going. All right. Roll initiative.
Da-da. That's not great. Freaking Thordane in this initiative. My goodness. All right.
40.
Yeah, it's a 20.
I
know.
Farron's got a 13. Belbin.
22.
Yo, freaking Belbin.
I'm back. Just for one roll.
8! And also Zil gets 2 stamina.
Oh, let's go.
Yuki.
Yuki got a 5. Good stuff.
And Zil.
6. Fate Weaver, remind me, is injured below half HP?
No, that's bloodied.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Injured is below 3/4.
Bruised is 3/4 and up. Between 3/4 and half is bloody or
Injured.
Injured.
and then basically bloodied is down, and then like
Okay.
dying. I think dying is 0. It's like literally dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Good to know.
Kelvin, what are you doing?
I'm going up to initiate combat with it.
You break free of the soot layer, and immediately your vision becomes unclouded from around you. You see that there are a number of fish. There doesn't seem to be any other sharks or anything of the kind coming around your general direction. It is just you and Vengrav above, as you leave everybody else below behind. Are you initiating the bottom of them?
Yes.
Keep it as such. Because of this, FYI, Thordain's going to have to swim up above the soot layer in order to target him with attacks. He is now out of sight of everybody as he goes above the soot.
That's fine. No problem.
Vangrath did?
Was that?
Vangrath went above the soot layer?
Yes. He was out with the positioning check. Because he failed it, he went up higher.
Gotcha.
Okay, Thordain. What is he doing?
So Thordain's at the bottom, right? So
Yeah,
he's
Thordain's at
going
the very
to-
bottom.
He's going to swim up 15 feet just below the, or just above the soot layer. Basically, he's peeking his head out, essentially. And he's going to, let's see. Well, first, actually, on his, I haven't done any of this ever with him. Let's see. So I can't remember. Is the Hunter's Mending the one that's crazy or the Natural Utility? Oh, no, we're not gonna use that. Nah, he's not gonna worry about it. Yuki and Belbin are both doing pretty sweet. So he's just gonna go up above the soot layer. He's gonna look around for his first support action to see if he can see anything sweet aside from just the shark and Belbin.
Okay.
Yep. So was that wisdom roll? Wisdom check? That's a 6. It's nice.
Yeah, you're not able to determine much information at all outside of like what you
Alright.
generally see. There's nothing that's like coming to attack or anything like that. But as you do make your way above, you can see that it's completely, you can't see anything below.
By the way, the wounding shot damage for that diminishing the armor class is gone. So his armor goes up by 1, basically, at the end of this turn. Thordain's actually going to make an aimed shot up at him. So if he hits, basically, he gets to roll an extra d10 to do more damage. Up to his max.
Yep.
Up to his max. So he's first going to roll to attempt to shoot the wound. So he's going to try to roll in the way. That is a 7 to hit the wound.
7 is, yes, going to hit the wound.
Okay, so he's going to roll 13 plus whatever, so that hits.
I lied. He is now into phase 3, which means you have to get a natural 8 on that to hit the wound.
That's okay. He still rolled a 13 plus 7, so that's a 20 to hit.
Hit the ball.
Yeah. Okay, so roll d12. D12, which ones are the d12? 7. Okay, I can roll another d12 or d10. So it's 5, 7. Perfect. So that is max damage for him, which is, it's kind of perfect, which is 17 cutting damage.
All right. Yeah, you take a shot and just you're able to peg it between his scales and kind of just like his just general like flesh below. And yeah, he's bleeding, and at this point there's like this trail of blood that has risen up as he has moved up as well. It is King Farron's turn. King Farron basically calls out to the rest and is like, "It's now or never," and he goes up. He's gonna do the same thing. First, he's gonna unleash his last dagger into attempt to hit the wound. Twitchy gets a 3, so it just hits against the body, which is going to be a...
Is he actually gonna hit?
14 to hit. That is going to deal 3 points of cutting damage. Right.
Wait. Oh right, he threw it.
Yeah,
Hey,
and then he's
never
gonna take out his katana and initiate the combat. Sweet. It is now Vengrath. Vengrath, he is going to do a thing. He is going to attempt to disengage from both Belbin and King Farron. So I'm gonna have
Get him,
the two
guys.
of you make influence skill checks for me.
Tame that
Influence. Let's see.
Wait, Yuki, was that Thordane who went or you who went?
It was Thordane.
Oh.
Yeah, he shot a bow.
King Farron's got a 9.
I got a 9 as well.
All right. Well, Vengrath got a 14, so he successfully disengages, and he swims,
Don't run away.
He swims up, and he's coming back for a charge.
Nice.
I'm gonna have the two of you. So he drops down 5 feet, and now you're at basically his level, like his face level. I'm gonna have the two of you make fortitude survival checks for me.
Is he in the soot layer now, or is he still above it?
He's still above, so he was. You can like now see like the bottom of his belly. So the bottom of his belly is like down below.
Yeah. Okay.
But a little
13.
off, a little further. So 13. And
Yeah.
14. The two of you pass. Neither of you get swallowed. But
It's not fun.
His body basically barrels into you, and you both get bit without getting swallowed. So you're not going in, but you both get bit, taking a total of. This could be halved. So taking a total of 6 points. That is halved. So 6 points of cutting damage. And yeah, I guess that's an initiate combat. So he's going to do that, which brings us down to Luxalia. You see
Hey!
the bottom of him a little bit further away.
Brilliant. I'm gonna move. What level is Yuki on here?
Currently,
Level 15 or 10, right below.
Okay. Right
5.
below the soot layer. Okay. I assume you're gonna engage it in combat, though.
Maybe. I can't see the sharks. I don't know.
you
That's
can see
fair
its
enough.
bottom. You can see its bottom belly now. It's this
Okay.
far away, basically.
Okay.
Can I attack it at the moment, like at the bottom of its belly?
Yeah.
Can I try to hit its wound? Okay.
Yeah, with a ranged attack, you can.
Cool. So I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. I'm still on the bottom layer.
Yeah, I think your weapon has the range.
Yeah.
That's 15 feet. To be
Yeah. But I'm gonna do Wild Mana Surge.
okay. Go ahead and first roll to see what kind of damage it is.
Okay. Hopefully it's not a 1. Oh, good. 1 would be fire, and I have a feeling that would.
He's never felt fire before.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's magical fire.
Yeah, it's super effective. No, no, but it's
Cauterize that
electric, so I'm hoping
Ooh.
it is super effective. And then I roll the thing to see if I hit his wound or not.
Yeah, so 1d8.
Come on, baby, get an 8. Ah, it's a 3.
Alright, so you hit the body.
So he makes Fortitude Survival check, DC 10.
That includes King Farron and Belbin. This has a in water, electric damage has a radial effect that extends 15 feet from the target. So it hits.
Ooh.
So
Sorry, guys.
Fortitude Survival checks from King Farron and Belbin in this case.
Not be.
That's all right. It's
It's
all.
okay, you can't control it. It's just a random
It's-
magic.
Yeah.
King Farron's got a
Oh, I should probably just
16.
roll damage.
You said fortitude?
Then Grant
Okay,
got a
15.
12.
15.
Oh!
Maybe it just seems like a lot because of the tower, but that's
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's only 15.
What was the DC?
10?
10. Okay, so everybody passed, so it's halved. 4 to 10 damage, so 5. 5 damage to everybody.
15.
It was 15.
15
yeah.
damage.
So 7.
7 damage to everybody.
Yeah.
And as this hits Vengrath, you can see his actually like the inside skeleton for a second just bleed. You hear this not so
Feel cartoonish.
Yeah, kind of cartoonish.
Not bad. And then I'm gonna heal. I'll hit Belbin with some mana mending.
Unfortunately, you cannot see Belbin. He is
Oh!
under the lair.
Oh, okay. Then I won't do that. I don't even know I hit you guys. Sorry.
This is
Cool. Yeah. I can't see Thordain either.
you can see Thordain. He's on the ground.
How far away? Oh, I thought he went above.
No,
the-
Thordain's like just peeking above the soot layer.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially.
So I can see his feet.
Yeah, you can see his feet. You targeted him.
He's unscathed. Get out of here. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Poor Yuki. Poor Yuki.
Is
Alright.
Yuki hurting?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well, then I'll hit Yuki with a healer.
Only 29 points down.
That's probably kind of a lot for her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hitting Yuki with a heal. Where's my D8?
Feel revitalized.
9.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And
Thank you,
anyone else
Solomon.
within 10 feet. I don't think Thordain is, but he's unscathed anyway. So.
Thordain will still gladly take it. Oh,
It's the thought that counts.
his hair glows.
My turn.
Yep.
How far below Mr. Sharky am I?
See, I'm assuming you were the 5 feet below. Oh no, you were 15 feet up. All you have to do is just peek your head up. You can see the bottom of it, but you
Okay.
are... if you peek your head up, you'll notice that you are 5 feet below. Kind of. Not really below. I mean, his bottom is there. His face. You're basically level with this face. You see King Farron and you see Belbin.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. Let's go here. No. I don't want to be too close to everybody, but I don't want to be too far away. We're gonna go there.
Okay.
How much
Does that
movement
put him-
do you got, my dude?
15.
Oh, okay.
Does that put him in my control zone?
It does.
Ooh, very good. Okay, I just wasn't sure how the leveling worked with it.
It's like a sphere around you. Control zones.
We are going to... Oh, this is a terrible idea. We're gonna... Is it already engaged in combat?
Yeah, with both Belbin and King Farron.
Okay. But... Okay, we're gonna use Runic Rage on it.
All right. What does he need to do? What kind of?
He needs to make a DC 15 Charisma Survival check.
Hot dang.
A 9.
Nice. Great.
He's not very
Uh,
charismatic, this shark.
So he becomes provoked for the next 30 seconds, so the next 3 rounds.
Okay.
Beginning of his movement phase, he has to roll a d8. On a 1 to 4, he cannot initiate a combat challenge against any creature other than me. and has to move towards me. On 5 through 8, can do whatever they want. But their speed is reduced by half.
Okay.
Pretty good.
That's good.
Oh! Hold up. I get an extra attack action?
Hucko axe.
Let's go! I didn't know that.
There we go.
DLC class.
TLC.
I don't know if that's new or if...
Yeah, it's been
I
a
just
while
ne-
to use that, so...
Yeah, I don't know if that's new or if I just haven't read it in a while and forgot. But that doesn't apply to my ranged attacks because they're reflex support actions, aren't they?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. I'm still going to chuck an axe at him.
Alright, go ahead. Just right at his face, because you're not really in range of his belly, so...
Great. 14?
14 will hit.
Hit him with the chair.
Let's go. What
Bet it.
kind of how much
He's sitting
damage
at a
do you-
DV of 13 right now.
Oh my goodness. The mighty D6 for damage.
Hey.
But I rolled a
Extra.
6.
We get extra on that.
For a total of...
12. Cutting. Why do I get extra?
Well, the extra strength score or melee or whatever.
No, it's my range. It's a D6 plus 6.
Oh, dang.
So why is it plus? Oh, because it still does. It still uses my physical modifier for.
Yeah, for
Yo.
the damage. Yep.
Right.
So you
I was like,
unleash this, and it sticks right into the nose. You have officially given him his third nostril.
yes.
I have a question for the Fate Weaver.
Side quest.
Is this an eyeball or is this its nose?
It's its nose.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, it's funky looking if that's its eye.
So, this axe is roughly right here.
Yes. Yes, very much.
Oh crap! We have to kill this thing for me to get that pack, or I'm losing my axe.
Yuki. Your turn.
Yeah, Yuki's seeing the bottom of this boy. She's 10 feet up. So she'll be like 5, 10, 15, and initiate with whatever part she can. That's
Yeah,
right
you're not
against the
going to
bottom.
be within reach of the wound, but you can just make normal
Yeah, that's fine.
attacks against it.
That's all good. That's what she'll do.
But which brings us down to the combat round. So Belbin.
Get
Get
about
it,
it.
Belbin.
Alrighty.
It's only a 13.
It was only, I think, that last time, and I missed
Well,
both. Let's see what happens.
You got
Oh,
this,
no.
Belbin.
So for the can I re-roll that because I need to do the D8 first?
Nope, no D8. You're
Oh,
you're
no
just
D8?
making attacks against its body. You're not underneath them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, well I guess I'm keeping that then. That'll be a 9.
Oh my gosh, Balbin.
Do it.
Next one,
Do it.
It's all good.
8.
Oh.
What is
Well,
your what is your modifier to
Just
hit?
saying. +5.
Plus 5. Plus 5. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Dude.
It happens. It happens to everyone.
Woo!
Thordane, we're skipping you.
Thordane's looking at it. He's like, wow.
Menacingly.
Just sees the bottom of the belly and you can be like. But King Farron is going to make his 2 attacks. Let's see if he follows suit with his katana. So his first attack is going to be a total of an 8, so he's going to miss 2. Second attack is going to be a freaking 6, so he's going to miss.
Oh. They got shocked. I don't blame them. They can't feel the wind.
Sorry, guys.
It's true. But now it is Vengrath's turn. He is going to make his basically a tail sweep attack against Belbin, Yuki, and King Farron. So that's going to be
Alright, she's
agility
already
survival
initiated.
checks for everybody.
Of course it is.
Actually, you're within 10 feet too, Zil, so that's also against you. And Luxalia.
I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground, so I lied.
That's a
Um,
dirty
Agility
16,
survival?
19.
Agility
Or not
survival.
dirty 16. That's a freaking nat 16 for 19 on Yuki.
Dirty 16 for Belvin.
14 for Zill.
It's going to be a 9 for King Farron. So King Farron once again is prone, but fortunately he's fast, and so he already made his attack, so he's good. He just won't be able to help with positioning. Everybody passed, so you guys are all taking a total of 7 points. That's already half. So 7 points of impact damage.
Well, that's also 5 frost damage to the guy.
Got him.
Got him.
And also, he's going to make his bites against. So he's going to make a bite against Kingfert. And then that's all of his attack actions.
No, Kingfert!
So you get
He's
automatically
gonna hit
despair.
for a 16. He's going to hit, and so he's going to receive
Oof.
Nom
10
damage.
points of cutting damage.
Nom damage.
Nom, nom.
Is that like he's a veteran and he's got flashbacks to Vietnam?
Different kind of nom there.
Some nom damage.
Emotional
Flashback.
damage.
Agent Orange. That's good.
So that's Vengrath. That's what he's going to do. Luxalia, you've already done your stuff. Zil, you can't do anything.
I'm gonna try to poke at him and not be able to reach. Like,
Which brings us finally to
Yeah, Yuki's not going to use her sweet skill this time. Because I've got limited uses of that. So she's just going to whack it with her Void and Purple Broadsword against the body. So that's what she's going to do. That's 12 plus 8.
Yep.
So 20. Yep.
let's go.
8 plus 9. What is that? 17 cutting for that first attack. Second one. And then she's going to dual wield with that one. So she's going to... That's 10 plus 8. So that's 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
That is 6 plus 8. What is that? 14 cutting. And then she's going to whack one more time with her Void and Purple Broadsword for her second attack action. That's a 9 plus 8. That hits. And that is max damage. So that is 19 cutting damage. That's what she does.
Yeah,
This
you,
is
you
good.
just start slicing and dicing,
Yes.
and you begin to carve up like the underside of its like chin and its face. And at this point, scales have started to fleck away, and it's starting to reveal more of its bloodied exterior. We're gonna have everybody make, with the exception of Zil. So I guess that, and I guess with the exception of King Farron. So Belbin and Yuki make physical skill checks for him.
You can do it. Push him.
Oh yeah.
Nat 1.
God, Belbin! Oh my
I
gosh,
did.
it's okay.
It's
I'm coming up
just today.
sweet. That was a 12 plus 6,
Just
so
today.
18.
18 as well. What is your physic or your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is a 7. I got 15 strength.
You get pushed back.
No!
Oh,
He's a
damn.
thick. I know. What do you
That's not
expect?
surprising.
It's a pretty big ass star. That's fine. So I get pushed down.
At first I'm like, that's wow, and then I'm like, that's not surprising.
And technically, Zil, you have to get pushed out of his control zone. All right, and that is that's all around. Make a focus skill check for me, Yuki, and this is going to be at despair.
10 plus 3, 13.
13. You still keep your mark to go with. Top of the round. Go ahead and everybody make a initiative. We're gonna go ahead and give me 1 second. As
About as good as it gets for Luxalia.
Same.
King Farron
Jordan
got a
finally
6.
humbled by his rolls.
Same with King Farron.
That Umbreon.
A wild Umbreon enters.
All right,
the
Belden.
battle.
Got a chonk.
17.
That might win the day still. Thordain.
15. It's a bad roll by him,
King
by the
Farron got
way.
6. Luxalia.
18.
It doesn't win. Zil.
18.
Woohoo!
And then you.
What's your
Dirty
ability?
16.
It's not bad
Yeah.
for everybody except for King Farron.
Freaking friend.
All right, Luxalia. Use
Or is Zil faster?
No.
no.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough.
Agility is like his
question.
second lowest skill.
Is King Farron or Belbin within 10 feet of me?
They're technically both within 10 feet of you. Yes.
Nice.
You can't see them, though. You have to peek your head up.
No, that's fine. It's just my energized thing. I don't think I have to see him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So Belbin have 2 stamina.
2 stamina. Thanks, friend.
Hey, you got it.
I'll just waste it by missing.
Don't be so
It's
hard
2
on
free
yourself,
attacks. It's all good.
yeah. I'm gonna move Luxalia back 5, 10, and style. I can't see either of them still.
Yeah, so you have to move up 5 feet to peek up above.
I think I have to move up more because I'm at base level.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to move up. You can see Yuki and Tornado.
Hello, my feet are dangling.
Alright. Can I see the shark?
You can see the bottom of the shark, yeah.
Sick. I'm gonna try to hit it with my silverwood staff
Alright,
in
so
its
I'm just gonna attack plus
wound hole.
Okay, first make your D8 roll.
Alright. D8, there it is. Come on, 8. 2.
It's against his bottom wall.
Yeah. And that's just 16 plus 3.
Yo.
Nat 16.
Oh yeah.
6 damage.
Woo!
So I don't add any of my modifiers because I'm not proficient, so just 13.
Just the plus 3 from the...
Yeah, from it being silverwood. So yeah, 13.
Dang, I'll take it. What kind of damage is it?
Frost.
Yo, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, Luxalia.
Heck yeah. We got that frost going,
You
know?
basically this frost sphere shoots out of the end of your staff and then just hitting it, and it begins like the fleshy bits that were exposed by Yuki's cutting at the chin begin to start to freeze solid around it. He's got now a frost beard.
Sweet.
I like it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Zil.
Okay. First things first. Am I looking towards its mouth?
You are.
I'm gonna chuck an axe at the shard.
Okay.
Like, near the shard to try to knock it out, not at the shard itself. That was...
Okay. That's gonna be an in the way check. So make a D8 for me, or roll a D8 and on a 5+. Shot.
Freaking 1.
Okay, so you're making an attack against it. Who knew in the ways would be so useful in this combat?
12.
12 will not hit.
Dang it. Okay, then I'm going to swim. Boop, boop. And I want to go, like, under him. I don't really want to be near the mouth.
5 feet. So you wouldn't be able to, because you're on normal level with him at the moment. You would go here and drop 5 feet, which means you would attack his chin. You wouldn't quite get to him.
If I go here, am I near his mouth? I don't
Yes.
want to be near his mouth.
Yeah. He's facing that direction towards all of you. So.
Boop, boop, boop.
Above him.
I don't want to be near his mouth, even though
Not a fun
I'm about to combat challenge him, so he's going to turn towards me anyway. But I don't want to be near his mouth.
True. All right. Is that your turn?
I'm going to initiate him.
Perfect. You do so. Belbin.
Get him.
Alrighty, Belbin. He's gonna move to the belly again. He's
So
saying,
swing
"I don't
up.
hear no bell." So,
He's got that
Alright,
extra
Randy.
stamina. You're ready to go.
yeah.
Pump
I'll
some
do something
Gatorade
to
in
him. Hey, it's not for the lack of trying. You are punching it. Yuki, you're
Start got sharp fists is not your thing. What turn is this, by the way? Is this turn 6? 4. Oh wow, 4. Okay, nice, sweet. Yuki is then going to go 5. Oh, she got pushed down 10 feet, right?
No, backward. Yeah, down 10 feet.
Okay, so she's still underneath him, just down 10 feet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So she's gonna go. So she was at the bottom then. So she's gonna go up 10 feet, and then she's gonna move over 1 spot, and then she's going to initiate combat with him.
Perfect. Next we have Thordane.
Thordane, can you see the shark? Can you see the belly?
Oh yeah, the belly's still there. It's like it's just like below. It's kind of like the.
Okay.
Like
Thordane's gonna move
But like the original
5,
shark.
10,
The
looks
shark
like-
was swimming on its belly.
15, 20, and then so that way hopefully there's no in the ways with our dudes, and he's going to attempt to shoot at the wound. So, well, he's gonna use his aimed shot, so the damage one.
Perfect.
So he's gonna D8.
Yeah, D8 for.
That's a 5, so it
Alright,
hits
so
the
just against
body.
the body.
6 plus 7, what is that? 7,
hit.
8, 9, 10,
13.
11, 12. 13! Perfect. Hey, that's what I was
Just
talking
hit.
about. Okay, so what is this, a D12? D12, there it is. Whoop, that's max damage anyway, so I guess aim a shot doesn't work. Don't need to do aim a shot.
Yeah.
That is 17 cutting damage to the dude.
Alright.
Has anyone hit his wound lately?
He's too frisky. He's too frisky.
Yeah.
It is now Vengrath's turn. He is.
It's a little less
He
whiskey.
has to,
Oh yeah, to see if he's gonna attack. So it's a D8.
D8.
He got his 4.
So he can't initiate combat with anyone, which I'm already initiated, so that doesn't really matter. But he has to move towards me.
Okay.
He just has to move towards me.
Okay. Well, he's faced you
Crap.
now.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Look at that mouth.
We're real close. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's gonna do. Then King Fairend is going to swim down 5 feet, 5, 10, 15, throw it. He already used his last dagger, so he's not gonna throw, but he's gonna use his katana to initiate a combat challenge.
Woo!
All right, that's gonna be combat. Luxalia, you're not doing anything. Zill, your turn.
I get 2 attacks.
You get 2 attacks this turn. Runic
go.
Rage. Nice.
How does it feel to be a DPS?
Weird.
How does it feel to be,
do you want me to do hit damage, or?
Yeah, hit damage.
Okay, that one is an 18.
That'll hit.
So I need 2d8.
Is that what it is? 2d8? Not
Belvin,
2d6?
that's all it takes.
You have 2d8.
Roll an 18.
Battle axe.
5 plus 7, 12 cutting.
Right.
That's okay.
That's
And
pretty good.
then
You drive that second axe further into his nose. He has.
so I hit my axe with my axe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Robin Hood.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I want to try swinging near the chart. Is it within reach at the moment?
make a D8. Yeah, it would be within reach probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
roll
hit him in the
D8.
gums.
A 3 will not. You'll just whack
Yeah,
at
okay.
his general mouth
Muzzle.
area.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Nice.
That'll not do it.
You missed
You
it
got
by
two chances.
that.
Belvin, your turn.
Yes, let's
Get him
go for the hit.
Hit him with your best
D8
shot.
first, D8 first.
Yeah, D8 first.
Come on, roll that 8.
So number
You
2.
do.
2 for the 2. Alrighty, so I'm going against the body.
Okay.
That's gonna hit. 19.
Yep, that'll hit.
It's been
There it is.
time. Alrighty, so Impact
Need some
damage.
healing.
Yeah. Impact damage will be 16 points. Darkness is 3.
You take your punch, boom! You like right in like kind of like the side of the rib cage, and you can feel the reverberation along its belly, and you can see the. You crack one of its ribs with this. You strike hard. Second attack.
Great. Second attack.
D8.
Oh, thank goodness. That was a 2. Number 5. So then roll for your hit.
Against the body. Yep.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a 10. It's a miss anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, you hit him good once.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
you
I'll
know
take
what?
that.
Yuki's got some body
Yeah.
shots to make.
That's true. So is the shark? Am I close enough to the wound to slash up at it?
You have to be within.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. She's just gonna slash up at it then with her void and purple broadsword. So that would be a 15 plus 8 to hit.
15 plus 8 will
Yeah.
hit.
So
Barely.
that is
It'll
8
hit that
plus
modifier.
9, 17 cutting for the first hit. And then she's gonna dual wield that one, so she'll come through with her Damascus broadsword.
Okay.
That's an 8 plus 8, so that's 16 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
That will be 4 plus 8, 12 cutting damage.
Okay.
And then she's gonna follow up one more time with her void and purple broadsword. Bam! And that is a nat 16, so that's max damage, so that's 19.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's 19 cutting.
Begin slash. And at this point, you start carving chunks out of its like basically like neck jowl area. It just be, and it's left exposed. You can see its vocal cords and everything as you continue to chip away at it.
Ugh. And Yuki just is, while she's cutting, she's just in the back of her mind, she's just thinking, because Yuki didn't see Thordain pull whatever that appendage was off of him. So she's just assuming this poor chap is just not having a good day. She's not having a good day. And she's feeling real tired as well. Stamina wise.
Vengrath is basically in a last-ditch effort. You can tell that it is like the high-pitched squeals that it's making, even through the water. It looks like it is on death's door as it's flailing around. He has 4 attacks this turn against.
Crap. Zill.
First attack is
You
going to
got
be his tail, basically, against everybody within range. So
God.
he's 4.
I'm gonna
agility,
take so
survival
much
checks.
damage this turn.
Don't worry, guys. I haven't taken any damage yet. So
Gonna take so much damage
You're-
this
you're
turn.
doing great.
That's the
King
14 for
Farron's
you,
got
Yuki.
Oh, let's go.
Somehow my checks are working out. I got 20. I just can't hit.
hey,
19.
that's what I like to
Yuki,
hear as
what
your
was yours?
healer. You know.
14.
So the 3 of you take half damage. King Farron takes full damage.
As always.
In Farron, my dude.
It's going to be 8 damage to each of you. 16 to
Okay.
King Farron.
How's King Farron looking?
He's
bloodied?
pretty at about half HP.
Oof.
And then
Ooh, Belvin's blooded.
he
I'm
is
bloody.
now King Farron is also prone, so his attacks during this turn will be
Of course he is.
and then that's going to
Fucking
be
Farron.
three bite attacks at Zill. First attack,
Oh, God.
This is why you wanted to get better,
16
Ground.
for the first attack.
That hits.
It's gonna
Unfortunately.
be 15 points of cutting damage.
Oh.
It's okay. You're fine. You're fine.
I will be, but it still hurts.
Second attack is going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's nom damage. It's all the nom damage.
It's going to be 8 points of cutting damage.
Okay. I'm below 100 HP.
Oh snap.
Feels nice, right?
Me too.
And then the last one is going to be max damage, critical
Hmm.
hit. And that is going to
38.
18 points of
Hmm.
cutting damage.
Could have
That-
been worse.
Nom damage right there.
King
Oh.
Farron getting
Gosh.
whacked. He's like in mid spin, And he goes and he's trying to whack up with his katana as he's just spiraling away. So it's
Come on, King Farron, finish it.
He's gonna miss his
Oh.
first attack. Just whiffs the air. Second attack, he's going to make against. He gets a 3 on the to hit. So he's against the body. No, against the body now. That was because he's protected the wound. That is going to be a 13 exactly.
Poor guy. Finish him.
For 4 points of damage as he slashes up. His last ditch effort. He takes his katana, slashes up right at the vocal cord, and cuts it, and the Fangraph falls limp.
Oh! 4 damage is all. Yeah, how much damage do you have?
Finish him.
Let's
1 HP
go.
left.
Oh.
He had 1 HP. He is officially
Belly up.
belly up and
Yo.
dead.
Yo.
I'm ripping my axe out of his face. I want it
Yeah,
back.
the freaking King Farron is grabbing his daggers.
I'm gonna try to find the spear that Thordain dropped.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
absolutely.
Thordain's gonna race you. I'm joking.
I thought Thordain
Doesn't
didn't care.
Do you remember
doesn't
where
care.
he dropped it?
Yeah, I do.
I also want to go find my
he's
other
worth-
axe.
I think
Point it
further.
out. It was like over here somewhere.
Yeah,
Somewhere
you
over
got
here.
you guys can take the time to go and find whatever you've thrown or whatever. you're
Yuki will rip the shard out
Hey.
of the tooth.
Sweet.
Can Zil have the satisfaction?
Okay, fine. Zil can. Yuki.
Before he
Yuki-
even goes, before he grabs his axe, he grabs his axe out of that and uses that to pry the shard out.
Yuki's gonna look for any other, maybe potentially interesting things about this shark with King Farron.
Okay. Go ahead with Hope. Make a focus skill check for me.
All right. This is more, I'm sure, coming from King Farron than it is from Yuki. Focus.
I mean, again,
Belbin-
this is his first time to Talei too. So,
It's 15.
and Belbin, what's Belbin doing?
Belvin wants to take a simple health potion.
And
And
then
then-
to do so without beginning to drown.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Well, you know
Never
what?
mind.
We
Hey.
got healing. It's all good.
Stick
Thordain
close
can
to
help
me,
you.
my dude.
Yeah, Thordain can help you. Yuki can help you even.
I can help you.
Everybody's looking nice as far as their hit points go.
I am almost at half.
Currently,
Guys, don't
Farron is
worry.
at 60 of 124.
Don't worry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Stay close to Luxalia, and she'll help you out.
All right, we're gonna do that.
But you have to
Nice.
be in combat, I think. So
Oh, the heck!
Can
Recharging
I
the
loot
stamina.
shark?
Yeah, that
I
was
assume-
dangerous. Yuki was almost out of stamina.
Yeah, you don't
That
just
was
have a
scary.
passive heal that everyone's like, oh, this is nice.
Can
Not
I
so
loot
much.
the shark?
Yeah, go ahead. So this is going to be included in that focus skill check with Yuki. So
Yeah.
as you continue to investigate to see if there's anything, you see that this shark, it looks old, it looks ancient. It's dead now, but it looked to be very much alive. This is not, you get the impression that it is not an undead creature, but it is very, very old and ancient. One of the things that King Farron does mention to you is he doesn't know how old this creature is, but chances are it's spent the entirety of its existence or very close to within this area, considering how basically small the entrance was. Basically, it was brought in here as a very, very young shark to be able to live, and so it's grown adaptive to this place in particular. Feeding off whatever fish, crocora, or whatever in this area, you're able to kind of dissect it to a point where you can see that this thing doesn't just eat fish, it also eats crocora that are down here too, which is probably a potential reason why you did not see any crocora swimming above the soot layer. Additionally speaking, you see that there have been attacks against this in the past, but it seems to be made by rudimentary weapons with the exception of this harpoon. This harpoon looks old, but it looks to be in relatively good condition. And upon investigation, King Farron and actually Thordain are most likely able to determine that this is of elven make. And it has been
Very
basically
nice work.
tampered with to be a harpoon. This originally was a spear, but it's been essentially made to have kind of this almost like shell-like sheath that it basically gets launched in with basically this spring system that allows the harpoon to just go. But it was essentially embedded with like the spring system in it, and so essentially as a action, if you are using this basically as a throwing weapon, you can throw it up to 15 feet with either just chuck it, or you can take it with essentially you can tie chain or rope or anything to it. It doesn't have anything thus far tied to it. It's been long since frayed or taken care of. And if you like tie a rope or something to it, it can shoot up to that distance, and you can attempt to pull it in, kind of similar to what the Krokora were using against you previously. In regards to maybe some of the other stuff that you're able to collect from the shark, is there anything in particular that you want to collect from the shark, I guess is what I'm asking. There's no like
Belvin?
weapons or anything inside. It's just like either just like what kind of armored plated scales, and then the teeth, kind of some internal organ type stuff, and then like decomposing bodies inside of its mouth.
Belvin would like a tooth.
Right, you
course,
you can easily grab a tooth out of that.
I
How
want-
big are these teeth?
They probably are like this, kind of like. think
Is this like a megalodon?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So they're not like the size of Luxalia.
Roughly,
They're not that big. They're like probably you could pocket them. Like this.
I want roughly a pauldron-sized armor plate.
I'm gonna have you make a stealth skill check for me.
Okay.
Yes,
Can
stealth.
King Farron make
This is not
any
a
checks?
disadvantage.
15.
15. You are able to cut out enough to make roughly a pauldron-sized piece of scale.
The idea is once we're out of here, I am adding it to my armor.
And it actually has kind of almost like this shiny metallic luster to it, as if it is armor as well. But this is clearly also scale. It's more bone than it is anything.
Does King Farron have any idea if any of this would be valuable to him and his people eventually when it gets brought back up to the surface? Or
The
anything?
shark of Engrath?
Yeah, of the shark, yeah.
He looks to it and he says, "This is clearly a creature of malevolent energy and probably would not be welcome amongst his people. The remains of what? Of such."
Well, for rations, for food. Shark fin soup.
You guys can attempt to try to get food out of it if you want.
I want to grab the fin, the
Some
dorsal
shark
fin.
sashimi.
Okay.
How big is that dorsal fin?
This is going to require a stealth skill check for me. It's
Oh.
really big, really big. It's bigger
I'm surprised
than, it's bigger
Belvin
than
didn't
you
go
are
for
tall.
it. I'm surprised Belvin didn't go for it. All right, that's fine. Stealth? Okay. Stealth. Okay. That would be a 8
8.
total.
You begin cutting around at it, but the scales itself seem positioned in a way to protect the fin. You're able to eventually cut it off, but it's mangled and hacked from as you're trying to basically cut around the scales. In addition, whatever weapon you are using to do that
Is wrecked, yo.
loses 9 points of durability.
Poor broadsword.
Oof.
I'm not using my Void In or Damascus.
Luckily, you know a good blacksmith.
That is true. Although it's my iron broadsword, so I don't necessarily need. It's not that big a deal.
How do we fix weapons again?
Zill.
No,
I
I mean,
you
like-
can also use whetstones as well. Like during your
Rest
like
periods.
traveling rest, you can essentially spend your downtime to make basically checks with a. If you want to
Even
do
my
it,
staff-
Zill's got better chance of doing it and restoring more. Which
Do I have like a
guarantee
bonus to it?
You do get bonuses and you get
Okay.
additional
Great.
basically repairs for it. So
Even
I'll
my
send that
staff.
information to you later. But with that,
Yuki hands the fin to Belvin,
That's a terrible idea.
and she says,
Good luck
know-
keystering that.
"You know, that tooth just doesn't suit you,
That's
Belvin.
disgusting.
I think you would like this a little bit more." And she hands it to him.
He
it's
will.
like bigger
size
than
of him.
Belvin is tall.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this thing is freaking
He'll
huge.
keister it. Just kidding. He won't keystart. He'll just carry it.
And he's
Something
ripped in two.
Yeah.
You begin to feel as serrated edges begin to cut you in half. Do you wish to keep going?
Oh, that is disgusting.
Luxalia will swim up just above the soot layer to find where we're going next.
Yep, you do so.
Coliseum.
As you look up, you look in every direction. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
Yeah. 13.
You still see the remnants of the three buildings that are of interest that do penetrate the top of the soot layer. The cathedral, the Colosseum, and another interesting looking building. Definitely seems the longest in all of them. But outside of that, you probably, if you did swim, could get there within probably about 15 to 20 minutes of just regular swimming time. If you want to go to the Colosseum, it's probably about 5 minutes to go to the cathedral and about 10 minutes for the other building. As you look around and you scan the area, though, you do see that along the top of the soot layer, faces are beginning to emerge. Krikora are starting to make their way up above the soot layer, looking in every which direction. I'm going to have you make a stealth check for me, Luxalia.
You got this.
Not this again.
And then we get ambushed.
Kill all the Krikora. That's how we get out of this.
5.
Oh.
You see as a few of them off in the distance begin looking around and begin swimming up and around. They look to be looking specifically for something. Chances are it's probably Vengrath. And off in the distance, probably a solid 300, maybe 400 feet away, you can see that one Krikora calls out, and in a indistinguishable language, calls out, pointing in your general direction.
I go below the soot layer and I say, "Hey, can I borrow that dorsal fin?" And I say we should get moving in the direction of the cathedral. And I ask for King Farron's help. King Farron, can you help me just barely poke this dorsal fin above the soot layer as we move toward the cathedral?
That is some quick thinking, and you do so just in the nick of time. However, Luxalia with a I'm gonna have you make a influence skill check, and it could be made with hope.
As this is going on, Thordane's gonna see Belbin's in a little bit of a rough state and use a Hunter's Mending on him. So,
if there are any artists in the Discord or the chat and wants to draw Luxalia and King Farron holding a fin, please.
What was that, Luxalia? 16?
17.
17. You hear the commotion as they start to come closer, and then the fin pops up, and you can hear as they just like scatter in every direction. You can see the soot layer being disturbed as they just move. You have officially scared away any Krikora that are coming.
Nice, good thinking, Luxalia.
Oh
Hey,
my
cutting that
goodness.
thing wasn't all for naught. By the way, that's 6 HP, Belbin, that you get back.
Thank you.
And with that,
Cool.
we are going to end our session for today.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Hey, we
That
avoided
could've been a
another
third
immediate
session
combat.
back to back of more.
Freaking
Hey, I don't
incredible.
mind it. I got a ton of EXP, so I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah, what did we
speaking-
just get for
I'll
EXP
take
for
it.
that guy?
Speaking of which, yep. That
Jillian.
is going to.
Is it
be
EXP or AP? Are they the same?
AP.
It's
So,
kind of the same.
EXP
So,
for your weapon.
Oh.
You
Oh,
calculate that with each hit, right?
for your AP that you guys are able to have, you ended up getting 850 AP from that encounter.
Let's go.
I can officially get a new skill. Sick.
Uh,
still, like,
Eventually.
quickly, I know it's probably
Wednesday.
getting late for some of you and whatnot, but let's go ahead and jump into thoughts on tonight's session. Let's go ahead and start reverse order with Belbin. Connor, how are you feeling about
Man,
it happens to everybody?
yeah,
Welcome to
it was
Max's
just a rough
world.
day. I know. I think I saw more 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s today than I may have in like the last year combined.
Well, it's
See-
crazy too because like his AC actually began like his AV began to actually be like very hittable. FYI,
Yeah.
it started at 18 and started making its way
Oh.
down. So
The-
he's thick boy.
The funny part is that, like, if I'm the one rolling like that, I can still fulfill my role.
Yeah, I mean,
Belbin can't.
Belbin felt a little useless, which he took a lot of damage, so I guess maybe took Zill's role a little bit,
As a tank.
but not made for it. Yeah, so
Except for that last round of
um,
combat. Freaking Zill. How much
yeah.
hit points did you just freaking lose during that?
I think I went from 133 to 77.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was a lot. It was bad.
Big boys.
Anyways, sorry. Belbin,
But-
continue.
No, I think it was, if nothing else, touching that Belbin, when he started the fight, that not everyone listened to the king and joined in. Like, feels like you guys had my back a little bit because I would have needed it. So yeah,
Lead Belbin.
yeah.
Coming to the rest.
We were just like, you can't have all the fun. We're joining.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's
it was interesting. I can kind of save my thoughts for the end and let you guys as go through it. But anything else, Connor?
No, that's it. Just rough day. Can't wait to sleep this one off.
Which who knows how long that'll be until you're able to do it. Dane, what about you?
Quick question first. So as far as getting hit by attacks with your armor,
Yes.
how much EXP do you get for that?
Every
Hit
time
is
you
1.
get hit, it's 1. Every
Okay.
time like you miss and it doesn't hit you,
I got hit literally every single time. Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Nice.
it's whatever your proficiency with your armor is plus
Yeah.
like I don't know. Whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, it's based off your proficiency, so.
Cool. That's all. Anyways, about the session, yeah, it's been the last, I would say, couple weeks in particular have been rough, and I'm really glad to be back to a game like Everlast. In particular, it kind of helped, just in general, especially around the holiday season, helps me get Genki for it. So pretty pumped about that. Yeah, I was very worried about going into this, but honestly, once seeing that there was an appendage that could be pulled off and we actually started doing stuff to it, like I felt more confident. I was really pumped to use my the art for my Void and Purple Broadsword. Like it's pretty good. Like it can do up to 55 damage, max damage, which is pretty good. 55 darkness damage, and it does other things on top of it, like they cut actions by a turn kind of thing. So I was excited to use that. And Dance of the Snowfall has been kind of clutch, doing all that ice damage. Yes, I don't get the arts that go along with it, like the sword specifically, the broadsword attacks, the extra frost damage, but it's been a nice little extra shield and some nice little damage here and there. I think we worked really well together for the most part, and yeah, that was intense. That was probably one of the first times in a long time that I've been a little bit sketched going into a battle. So I had a lot of fun with that.
Azale Doom was the other one, right?
Yeah. Azale, well, I mean, there's always been a couple. I think one thing that's awesome about this campaign is, yes, we're a little over leveled for where we should be, but then again, that's based off of where we were playing when we were playing this as a D&D campaign beforehand, right? So we're a little bit over leveled, but there's always some sort of loophole or some sort of like trick that happens that makes every battle a little bit sketchy. It's pretty rare that you go into a battle just being like, we're going to obliterate everything. I
feel like that. Like usually you guys come out like 2 people get hurt, and it's just like I received 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
But again,
It's just-
Luxalia, the one thing that I've realized with Cole, the way you play Luxalia, is you do a good job of keeping everybody topped off with their hit points. as opposed to like letting everybody go down and then it's like, oh, it's sketchy, shoot, panic mode, heal, 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 heal. So like that's also like very interesting, like seeing like Cole's play style. But I think that's part of it as well, is like being like, wow, I felt like I didn't do a lot, but I'm like, oh wait, I did, and then Cole healed it. So it's good.
Yeah,
No,
and
it's
just-
okay. It's very, Cole's a very strong healer. That's the way that Mana Sworn,
Classes was-
Light Sworn is supposed to be. So for sure.
And then just the last two things. I mean, it's interesting reflecting back to when we were very low level, like Belbin pretty much dying to mountain lions kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it was like there were some real sketchy things, like the freaking Brogrodesh battle with Gloof getting wrecked, yo, and now like how far we've come just at this point. Like I think our characters really have grown as people. I can't wait to write up my character background and give it to you based off of how my journey's come
And
so
feel
far.
free, for my players, you guys all here, feel free to adapt and change based off of the new stuff you've learned about the world and everything. You don't have to stick to what you originally created 3 years ago. Feel free to do what you can, even if you want to make some significant changes, especially because we're having Thordane do the same. Feel free, if you feel like I want to, like, based off of what I know, a way to fit into the world, feel free to do that, just going forward, for sure.
Yeah. And I guess just last thing, I think we're getting every single one of us are getting really used to battle. And I think that, yes, it's entire sessions battle, but it didn't feel like we were streaming for
It's
all
okay.
that long,
AME
honestly.
with D&D, literally we got halfway through the battle, so on Wednesday. So like battle lasts a while, especially when they're big combats. So
yeah. But yeah, I don't know, I can't speak for everyone else, but I feel very comfortable with the combat. Obviously, there's things that I have to clarify still, but yeah, I'm really enjoying so far. So yeah, that's it.
I will say, so speaking on the what you were saying about how at first it was like, oh, like Belbin dying to mountain lions, and like I also remember you guys fighting the freaking Jabberwocky and like that whole shenanigans that was happening.
So I got my sword.
Yeah, it is where you got your sword. But I remember like one of like the first like
super Zill joined.
Yeah, it is. That was literally session 1 for Zill. But I remember like the when you guys were fighting the Burbledow fight at Fort Valalenthil, and like the undead were like coming through like the walls and everything, and like literally it was like Zill facing off against like the Death Marshal, and like Zill single-handedly as like his fighter, his D&D fighter, just going like just like
it's like triple crit in one turn. It was crazy.
Crazy. And then like after that, it's like we need to go fight Burbledow at the top of this mountain. Like just things like that. There's been like some like pretty epic moments that have been happening, and like you guys did a really good job with this.
Also, for everyone, the crazy cape stunt I pulled to get out of his mouth is from the Burbledow fight. That's Burbledow's wing. It's the wing of an archdemon Zill turned into a cape that can shoot feathers and teleport. It's so cool.
It's pretty fancy.
It's so cool.
Cole, your thoughts on tonight's session?
Yeah, it was good. I am definitely trying to manage healing stuff, because it's like I have more mana mendings, but we're in a dungeon and that's our only way of healing right now. So like I'm really trying to be like, okay, I need to keep you guys healthy, but I don't want to do it so much to the point that we get to like whatever final battle or whatever, you know, the end of the dungeon, and it's like, well, I don't have any more heals. Good luck, guys. Like, so trying to manage that. Definitely this combat pushed those limits more than usual. So that was fun to try to do. Yeah, and then I'm excited. Okay, this is gonna sound somewhat bad, but I'm kind of excited for people to get below half hit points. Because Luxalia has a cool ability that, similar to like her Energize ability, which gives like 1d4 of stamina to someone, I get to restore 1d6 hit points to anyone below half, just at the start of every turn. So
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Holy
like
shit.
I'm excited to finally use that because typically like you guys we don't get wounded enough for me to even use that, and I'm like, but I want to use it. But I also don't want people to die, but you know. Also, Zill, you still have more HP than Luxalia, so
I'm aware. I
that's fun.
texted. It was texting my wife, and I said like, yeah, I took a crap ton of damage. I'm the lowest I've ever been, and I'm still higher than I think half of the party's max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true.
Crazy.
So anyway, yeah, it was fun. And also like trying to position myself was also a fun kind of thing. Because I can't move a lot, and so it was like, how do I position myself to put myself with people and give them those, you know, buffs and stuff without getting into his attack range. So
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm actually really proud of you today, Cole. I felt like this was like the first like session that like you played your character and like this is the most well-rounded I've seen you play Luxalia. And
hey,
like it was the way that like when I was like creating this this Lightsworn class of like how I pictured like a Lightsworn would be. Like where it has like the ability to like cast its like offensive, like every single turn you were using some kind of offensive thing at it. Every single turn, well not every single turn, but you were using positioning and like where you were like in proximity to all the other players to either try to heal them, top them off for their I mean, it's kind of difficult when it's 3D for their stamina, but also just like using kind of like your wits around you to try and just like investigate the things that are there, like the things that supports are like mainly known for doing. Like it was fun to see like all aspects of like Luxalia come into play during this fight in particular. So like it was a joy to be able to see that. So I'm happy. Like hopefully it feels good. Hopefully it feels like wow, like I actually Luxalia finally is starting to come into her own as far as getting used to her in combat. Hopefully that's
for
the
sure.
thought. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was definitely fun and yeah, so fun sesh. Thanks, man.
Max, your thoughts?
Yes, this one was also like, as kind of Cole was mentioning, a very interesting positioning puzzle, especially with how big this thing was. Because kind of the whole thought process of Zill was, okay, keep its attention. I don't have great wisdom focus stats. I don't have great stuff like that. Yeah, I was rolling really well for once, but like, okay, my mindset going in was we're not going to kill this. So I'm going to keep its attention the whole time as much as possible for you guys to figure out how to get the shard and a place for us to run. That was the mindset. It didn't happen that way, but the mindset still stuck of like, okay, I got to keep this thing as focused on me as possible, as focused on me as possible, as focused on me as possible. And then it ate me, and I'm like, okay, yes.
It's focused on you.
I know that I can count on the other players to get me out of this. Zill is like, I'm in a shark's mouth. What the heck? Ah! So it's just, and some of you might have read Cole and I chatting in the Twitch chat kind of during that moment. Because Cole's like, grab the shard on your way out, is what he said, I think. And I'm like, look, no. Zill's head, he's already terrified of being underwater. He's like, I need to get out as quickly and efficiently as possible.
What would have happened if he got swallowed?
So basically, the mechanic there is as you go down, you take passive damage while you're in its stomach.
Yeah.
You can do like certain things to try to get out, whether climb up the throat, try to attack the inside, but essentially, unless you're able to do so, you're pretty much stuck in it until it's dead.
Yeah.
And it's just like passive damage regularly, which if anyone other than Zill, that would have come to very quick. It's essentially the way that works is, I know it's kind of like a weird thought, but it's like 1d12 plus 3 fire damage. It's like the acid burns damage, like fire damage every single turn that you are in there. So at the top and bottom of every turn, you're receiving 1d12 plus 3, and it just it eats away at you. And so it basically puts like a timer on the party to like we have to deal with this, otherwise we're just waiting for someone to die. That's like an improved version for the fight against you. Normally it's not that crazy strong, but like this was kind of an enhanced threat a little bit about you, but it's also because of the nature in which you fought it, the way that you fought Vengrath. This combat it's like a multi-step like boss battle combat, but being out in the open meant that it was able to release more attacks on everybody at once, and the chances of getting hurt were far greater for just people in general.
But even after getting out of his mouth, like, it was kind of still the same thought process. Like, okay, yeah, now I'm going to try to avoid his mouth more and go over to the side or up or down, even though the movement wasn't there. But the thought process was the same. Like, okay, keep it focused on me. Let them do their thing. Like, and I don't know. It just, I took, what was that? 60 damage in one turn, which I think is the most damage that I've taken, the lowest I've been. That's Zill's purpose.
Yep.
It looks a little painful on the character sheet, but like that's what he's supposed to do.
Well, and again, I was talking a little bit to Cole, like seeing him play Luxalia and like how like proud I am. Like again, I think you all played your characters according to role. I think like for example, Belbin and Yuki, it's pretty easy to just be like, I'm a DPS. My job is to go in there and just do as much damage as possible. The dice may or may not be on your side, but it's just like I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm charging in, engaging it, and just like punching its fleshy bits. And so I still think it's funny that Thordane was the one to rip the spear out, but you know,
he's good at wrestling. He's good at
usually
swimming.
The one to surprise us. Yeah.
It's always him.
That's true. But like. And so, like, I feel like for a while, like, Yuki and Belbin, like, you guys do your job, and you've been just dealing a ton of damage. But, like, I feel like everything is, like, very well-rounded. Again, Zill, this is, like, one of, like, maybe not one of the first combats, but, like, it's great to be able to see you use your tank abilities and tank for damage, tank for, like, your armor, that kind of stuff. And then, again, with Luxalia being able to heal and also do, like, ranged attack support and all of that. Yeah. This was a very well put together. I think maybe it felt like it was a little bit on the fly, but it felt very coordinated. And that's kind of what I want when it comes to this game of Everlast. It's less about, like, all right, like, I'm my own character, everyone else do what they want, but it's like you all have a role, and I feel like you all fulfilled it. I mean, you pretty easily survived this, and this is a pretty strong encounter even for your level. So, good job.
What's also interesting is Zill being a tank. He's built to both avoid damage through his defense value and take a bunch of it through his HP, and we've so often relied on the defense value.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been taking so many hits in so many battles, but so little damage.
Mm-hmm.
Vengrath never missed me.
Really?
I got hit every time.
Oh my gosh.
I might have done taken half damage from some checks, but direct attacks he never missed. So it's like, okay, this time the tank role is fulfilled by the HP pool, not the armor.
Yep. And specifically with the Rune Lords, like that's where they excel at, is like their just huge pool of HP. And so, it's nice to have the high DV, but also when you've got the ability to take the hits too. And everyone, again, I'm looking at everyone's HP, and you guys tanked the hits pretty well. Like, people are like down to like half HP and stuff, but or with the exception of Thordane and Luxalia, who are unscathed. But
Why are you guys all like, come on?
Belbin's bloody, Zill's injured, Yuki's injured, technically King Farron's bloodied, and so, like, yeah, you guys were...
King Farron, talk about someone who got thrashed.
Oh, yeah.
Entire
He was
battle.
having a rough day.
Poor guy.
He's like, guys, let's find better positioning. Oh, I guess I'm helping out. Oh, man.
But here's the thing, King Farron's like pretty darn strong as far as the character is, and in the normal campaign, he kind of helps make up for the fact that you can't do regular healing. He kind of is supposed to be a pseudo carry for the party in this dungeon, because there's so much that's involved, unless you're like a Fashion Fey elf, that like you can't do things like heal yourself and whatnot. So he's like, if your party needs that extra like tank in there, he could do that. He's got a couple attacks. His agility stat's freaking crazy, but he was failing all of those agility survival checks. He had like the Belbin syndrome, where it was like I don't think he rolled above a 4, maybe 5 for like any of those agility survival checks. So he was just like falling prone every single time that he got hit. But because he was fast enough, he already did his attacks, and so like it didn't matter quite as much for him falling prone, because you become automatically unprone at the end of at the bottom of the combat phase. And so yeah, it's super interesting seeing the way that the battle came out, and like I'm looking at kind of just like the stats from it and everything, and everyone did their job very well. Belbin, you tried to, and you did make a couple of hits, but you did what you were supposed to do.
Just glad I passed those checks.
I'm glad you did too. Like the big one was the one to keep from getting swallowed. Like that second one. That
he did it twice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like at the very beginning, you mean?
Yep.
Let me tell you, the swallow wasn't fun.
That second one could have been bad with all that passive damage too. But
see, and now because of your, attracting him, we have his dorsal fin.
Too.
No, that armor play is becoming a part of Zill's armor.
It's gonna be a hodgepodge of all the bosses we fight.
Honestly, though, that's kind of what it's becoming.
Freaking orphans, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Belbin takes a keepsake to mount. Zill takes a keepsake to wear.
To use.
Nice. You should
make a mask. Belbin should make a mask out of the dire bear head. Just put it on his head and just be a roll intimidating. Bear chest, bear head. Very cool.
I do have what mask is it? Oh, Amios mask.
Amios' mask. Yeah. That's right.
But the dire bear head might be sweeter.
It'd be huge compared to you.
Freaking good stuff.
Excuse me, it's Amos. Come on, guys.
Any last minute thoughts on tonight's session before we start closing things down?
How much HP did the shark have total?
So he had 3 phases, and he had a total of, per phase, 102 hit points. And so you guys burned through that, but I will also say he also was resistant to impact and cutting damage. And his weakness was electric damage. And so he got hit by electric damage once.
Yeah!
He also had a resistance to frost damage.
Interesting.
So a lot of that.
That makes sense.
Everything was being resisted basically.
So what I'm hearing is
you guys tripled the damage output against him that you needed to kill him, basically.
So what I'm hearing is my 60 damage turn did 15.
And Luxalia, your light did a huge chunk. Your light damage alone, Luxalia, like almost took out half of the phase 1. Just with the pillar of light and then the exploding shields. The darkness damage from both Belbin and Yuki carved out a decent chunk. But like, for example, when King Farron, he like landed once with his dagger, it literally took 1 hit point from it. He hit it with 3, and then it was just like freaking something. And then some of these attacks, like you guys were unleashing a bunch of attacks on it, but again, it was all being resisted and halved, with the exception of when you successfully hit his wound. Those were full damage.
Okay.
So every time you hit the wound, your normal damage was full. That was the caveat. There was every time you hit it, it reduced it by 1, and the mechanic is down to a minimum of 8 to the DV. So you could potentially get him down to an 8 DV, but every time you hit the wound, it's worth it to go for it because your weapon damage isn't resisted from that. But you were still doing damage, you were still hitting it and doing your thing. So yeah, it was cool to be able to see that. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, got it down from 18 to 13 DV. Yeah, you were able to defeat it before reinforcements came. That was another mechanic that comes into play.
Nice.
Gosh.
So yeah, you guys did really good. I'm very, very happy with the way that you guys were able to overcome this battle without it feeling like it was too one-sided. So that was good. Great job.
Sweet.
Dane, quick for you, update for the week ahead as far as streams and everything goes.
Yeah, so I will be streaming tomorrow. It's tough because it's literally in the middle of a family Thanksgiving party. But that's fine. I'm still streaming tomorrow, so come join me for Sekiro. On Monday, I will be unable to do so. I'm going to be up in the mountains all day, unfortunately, watching dogs. So I will not be able to stream on Monday. However, come join us on Sunday for Kyle's Baldur's Gate playthrough, as well as on Tuesday for that. I'll be back. I'm expecting to finish Sekiro tomorrow. I should be finishing it tomorrow. And after that, next week, starting on Thursday, I'll be finishing my Nuzlocke of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So we'll be moving to Pokemon, basically, until we finish that. But then Cole also does some sweet stuff. I don't know, Cole, if you can stream on Monday of this next week. If you can, potentially that's the case. Okay. Well, then I won't be streaming on Monday, but Cole will be streaming Fire Emblem Three Houses Golden Deer Route speed run. Not actually getting through it quickly, but using everyone with high speed stats, pretty much. It's pretty fun. If you haven't stopped by for it, Cole's pretty good. He wears matching outfits to match specific characters, very dapper looking during his streams, and he's very knowledgeable about Fire Emblem, so that also helps. And then Adventures in Middle Earth on Wednesday is canceled because it is Thanksgiving in well, I guess it's Thursday for Kyle, and Kyle will be making an American style Thanksgiving for his family.
I'm making a turkey. It requires a lot of effort and time and prep.
Yeah.
And so Wednesday night I'll be making a turkey. So no Adventures in Middle Earth. It's hard to have a D&D game when you don't have the DM. So no
just a quick overview. Saturday, tomorrow, yes. Sekiro. Sunday, Baldur's Gate. Monday, Fire Emblem. Tuesday, Baldur's Gate. Wednesday, in the afternoon, Cole will be playing Fire Emblem. Will you be playing Fire Emblem on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Thursday, Thanksgiving, I'll be playing I'll be playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Friday, nothing. Saturday, potentially Pokemon Let's Go Eevee again. That's the schedule for the week.
Nice.
Also, I guess I'm going to leave this out to the players because it's a little bit wonky as far as the times for when we're streaming Everlast next. Pulling up the map in 2 weeks, it's going to be the 1st for you guys, 2nd for me, December. If you guys want to do it then, and then we can have it on the 15th or 16th again, or would you rather have it on the 8th and just do one for the because then it's going to be basically Christmas Eve. So we could either have one session next month for the 8th and 9th, or we could have 2 sessions for the 1st and 2nd, and then 15th, 16th.
I'm good with whatever.
I'm good either. Yeah,
I'm good.
Get
with
back
either.
to me. We don't need it for immediately, but
also,
within the next couple of weeks, we'll be streaming Everlast again.
Also, I know we technically started an hour earlier than general, or than we were supposed to. The schedule said we were supposed to, because again, daylight savings took place, and most of the players are from the States. How was that for you guys, starting at 6:30? Is that tough for you, Connor?
It would be better if we kept it at 7:30, but whatever works.
I know it's also tough for Cole staying up late, so since he's in Florida.
I'll be okay.
As long as I remember what time we start, we're good.
Yeah, so 7:30 from here on out.
This goof up was on me this week because I'm just so used to streaming everything normal time. Because
so basically,
everyone that is playing that is in Australia. They also don't have daylight savings, and so we just kept that as normal. So yes, we will go an hour later than for everybody that doesn't have daylight savings.
Cool.
Sounds
Same
good.
time for everyone who does, hour later for everyone who doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Which would mean
Great.
11:30 a.m. JST.
Nice.
Cool. Also, DaiSNACki. They are a sponsor. They're a Japanese sweets and luxury treats company. They have a number of Japanese snack boxes from their omakase boxes, which is popular Japanese snacks. Their omakase looks box, which has traditional Japanese snacks, and their kawaii box, which has character Japanese snacks. If you do order from them at checkout, say that Fantasy Forged had sent you, message them, and it helps us out. And also, if you put your Twitch name, you'll get raffle tickets towards our omakase box giveaway when we hit our referral limit. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else?
No, we're close. All I have to say is we started off with the referrals real hot. They were coming in a lot, but we haven't been getting a lot of them recently. So I know it seems like it's been a while, but also just people haven't been buying them. So if you have been considering, it's the holiday season. I don't know if they're planning on coming out with something winter. Stay tuned. I'm sure I'll find out. I'm sure Kyle will find out at some point if they are. But yeah, it's a perfect Christmas gift. It's a perfect New Year's gift if you live in Japan, since I know New Year's is bigger than Christmas. But that's really cool. It's just a cool little gift to get to people, or to give to people. So, especially those who like Japan.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than that, I think that's what we're going to be closing it off here. May God bless you. Have Alomnia guide you, and I will see you guys all on Monday for some Baldur's Gate, and you guys will see the rest of them in December. I guess not the rest. Bax and Connor you'll see in December, but you'll see everyone else next week. But I'll see you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving for all of you that are celebrating such, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.